All right, welcome to module number 2, automation. And guess what I just did? Bam! It got bigger. I blew it up. All right, you want this thing? Come on, you can blow it up too. I'll give you the entire file. How do I try to make it straight? There we go. All right, so what I want you to do right below, have you downloaded this yet? If you haven't, you need to. Download this PDF style, and we have a full description. We have like an awesome PDF below this. You just need to get it, okay? And we'll go through all of this. So let's talk about, we talked about, in number 1, we talked about attraction, right? So we talked about how to set up a business and prepare the business to be able to draw in people to your business, to get them committed to, actually investing some money with you. And then last but not least, we talked about the premium. How do you actually go from getting someone to just kind of tickle and play and be around you and think about you to actually profiting, like creating actual profit, okay? So now we move into, there's a small I'm like surrounded by these right now. So we're going to move right into stage 2 right here. This is step 2. Now we're still in what we call the building phase. So when you're building your business, we're still in the building phase for number 2, for the one-page business plan or for your business. So if you already have a business and you're wondering, well, Anik, I already have one. Do I really need to listen to this? Yeah, you do, because there might be elements you're missing. All right. So for example, in the first video, I don't know, do you have a premium product? Right? Do you have an entry product? Do you have a free product? Something, or a free giveaway, or something to get people to kind of just experience you and agree to engage with you? Just like that, what we're going to go through now on the second step, you may not have all of it, okay? So automation is a gift given to us by the internet. And every year it evolves. You know what? Right now where I am in my business, I'm actually very jealous of people that have the ability to automate, because I didn't have this 15 years ago, 16 years ago when I first started. I didn't. They're like these tools now that can automate entire communication processes. They can automate the page development. They can automate the transactional processes. They can automate product delivery. All this crazy. We did not have this stuff when I was starting 15 years ago. Today, I wish I had these tools back then, but that's why we need to talk about how do you utilize all of it, because the other risk that we have with the massive evolution of the internet and of course in the online business arena is that there are too many tools. There is too much automation. It can be confusing and it can really hinder your process and progress. We do not use every tool available in any of my companies because it is overkill, overshot. Remember, there is absolutely a fine line between optimizing and going crazy. Okay? Optimizing, going crazy. There's a fine line between it. I find that you optimize up to a certain degree and then learn to be satisfied with your results. Your tools will get you up to that point. Then your time is better invested in either starting new companies, new projects, launching new products. You will make a heck of a lot more money doing that than constantly tweaking using every little new tool you can get. So today we're going to talk about the core tools, the core things that you need. That's what we're going to go over in the automation. If we can help you in an even more in-depth way, if you want to be able to work with us hands-on, build your business together, scale your business together, visit us here, sit with even myself and build and go and talk and discuss and really optimize and peak perform you, then right below you'll see a link. You'll see the ability to book a free call with an advisor here. Absolutely free. They'll talk to you, they'll coach you, they'll guide you, they'll help you out with some of this process, but more than anything, they'll share with you how else, if you qualify, they'll share with you how else we can help you. All right, so let's move right on. So the first thing I want to talk about is journey, okay? So let me write this out because most people never think about this. It's a very simple concept. This kind of segues right from where we talked about in the attraction phase where we said, okay, free entry premium, right? Free entry premium. Why does this segue right from that? Because we created a journey, okay? Think about it. Someone's like on Facebook scrolling, doing funny things. They're on YouTube watching a funny cat video, and all of a sudden you pop up, right? They were not thinking about you, okay? They didn't care. They weren't looking for you. But all of a sudden they pop up now, and so you got their attention, but they're not ready to just jump in and invest a ton of money with you. So you say, I got something for free. This is awesome. This is exciting. They say, oh, all right, well, I'll engage with you. I'll give you more time. Then they get to you and you start to show them something. You lure them in. You're like, hey, this is a really good deal, 70% off, or it's free, just cover shipping and handling or whatever. They say, all right, this is a pretty low risk situation. They went from no risk to low risk. And then there's no risk again because they feel like they get to know you. They're willing to invest in premium. So we went through a journey there, but that's a very it's a very logical journey. It's very structural. What about the journey as far as buying decisions goes? Needs, wants, buying decisions. Here's what a journey is all about. Okay, so write this down. A journey is all about thought patterns. That is literally what a journey is about. So what do I mean by thought patterns? Okay, so I go to a car dealer. And I'm looking around. I walk in and I'm like, I really like this car. I saw an ad. It's only $22,000. The guy's like, yeah, it's a great ad. It's a great car. Come check it out. Come on in. And so I start looking at the car, and I'm like, God, it looked bigger on TV. It's a little bit smaller. And the immediate upsell opportunity for a sales guy. He says, well, what do you need? How many people in your family? I have 5. Oh, 5, huh? Yeah, it's a little bit. Hey, listen, can I show you one of my favorite cars? I really think this is the best bang for the buck. It's the most value for the dollar. Can I show you that? I mean, you got 5 people. You want them to be comfortable and safe, right? So you say yeah. So they walk you right along to the next car. It's only an extra $4,500, but you get bam, 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 all this. So you walk right in, right? And so you're interested. So watch the journey, though. I want you to think about the psychology, the thought patterns happening. Okay, a great salesperson will walk you through all these. Before you know it, you probably spent twice of what you wanted to. So now you're in the car. The entry price is for $4,500 extra. You sit down, you're like, ooh, automated this, automated that. Ooh, navigation. Ooh, this. They're like, yeah, it's awesome, that's awesome. They start adding it up. All of a sudden, he puts the price in. So now here's what happened. You came in committed and ready to spend 22. Check mark. Okay? Now he says, well, don't you want this car? It's safer and better for your kids. You're like, oh, of course I do. So now you mentally convince yourself, it's just another $4,500. I'm going to go for it, right? So you're committed in your head for $26,500. You're good, right? And all of a sudden, you start looking like, man, that is an awesome feature. Man, that's an awesome option. Man, that's an awesome this. Man, that's an awesome that. Before you know it, the price goes to $31,000, $32,000. That's $10,000 more than you came in planning to spend, but you are so committed because of the thought patterns behind that decision-making process. All right, so let's say you finally pull the stop, 32. That's it, man, come on. I'm like 50% over my budget now, so let's do this. So you're ready, you start to buy, you go into the finance dealer, and he says, hey, why don't you finance this car? Obvious next step, right? Obvious next question, why don't you finance this car? Well, yeah, duh. I mean, I don't have $32,000. You mean you'll pay for the car and I just pay you back every month? But yeah. Well, what you don't realize is they just made a whole bunch of money on that too. So you say, yeah, I'll take that. They say, awesome. Well, listen, you got kids, this, that. What if something breaks down? You should get roadside assistance. We're giving you 50% off right now. Don't you want to get that? Like you're getting a brand new car. We'll give you 50% off, but if you come back tomorrow, this is going to be full price. We'll give you full roadside assistance. You're like, yeah, I'll take that. Sure, why not? Notice how they're hitting the right triggers at the right time. Had they started when you walked in to buy a car, had they said, yeah, we'll sell you this car. Hey, you know what? You should really get roadside assistance with it. You'd be like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? Stop trying to sell me stuff. That's literally what you would say. Stop trying to upsell me. But when you're actually being upsold, you don't realize it because of thought patterns. So the next one, you're in. They're like, hey, how long did you keep your last car? How long did you have it? You're like, oh man, I drove that thing to the ground 8 years. I had it for full blown 180,000 miles. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. They're like, ooh, that's a lot. That's awesome. Well, you know what? You should, if you're going to keep a car that long, you should definitely get the extended warranty. It's like $600. Listen, man, if this car breaks down after the 3-year warranty, you're going to have to buy another $32,000 car. You might as well spend $600, protect this car for the next 8 years. What do you think? You're like, shit, yeah, that sounds like a bargain. I'll take that. Now, again, let's go back and you walk into the car dealership and you're like, I want that $22,000 car. And he's like, great, you should get the extended warranty with it for $600 only. The whole thought pattern will be different. You'll be like, what the hell are you doing? Right? So think about that. You go to McDonald's, when you walk up to the counter, the first question they ask you isn't, do you want fries? They wait for you to ask for the burger. Then they say, do you want fries with that? Right? So what you're doing is trying to figure out what exactly is the journey that my customer is walking through. When they purchase something, what is a natural like next product that they would want, that they would desire? Not something I'm going to jam down their throat, but what would be something that they may already be thinking about? Hey, awesome, you got a new pen. Tell you what, do you want another one? Because I know for me, I use 50 pens. So do you want another one? I'll give you half off. Or, hey, you got a new pen. You want a really cool case to put the pen in? It's like a really fancy, nice, limited edition pen. Don't you want a cool case to protect it? Like, even with something as small as a pen, you can actually come up with really cool ideas, and you can really think through the thought. Have you sat down and done that? That's why I call this a business plan. Because you got to sit down and you got to really think through this, right? So we're still in the setup phase. I want you to really think through the journey. I want you to think through, what am I doing here? All right, so that's going to lead right into, that's the thought process. Now the next one walks right into the execution of that, and that is funnels. A big term right now, right? Everyone talks about funnels, funnels, funnels. I can tell you right now, every single funnel I've ever built, every single thing I've done online has had a funnel. So let me show you something. We talked about this book here in the first video here. So this was my book, Escape, that launched, did superbly awesome. Thank you to anyone who did get it. It was a massive success. The book is free with shipping and handling, okay? $7.97 is all I asked someone to pay to get this book. If you're interested, by the way, you can go to escapebook.com. It's still available. So you're sitting there wondering, okay, $8 on it. And by the way, to cost and print this book, the cost to print and ship this book for me is about $14. It's between 12 and 14, depends on what country someone orders from. Math doesn't work out. I'm only charging $8 and I'm having to spend 12 to 14 to get it into their hands. How's that work, Anik? What if I told you something really, really interesting? Thanks to funnels, okay? Thanks to funnels, thanks to the longevity of funnels. Everyone who buys this book is on average, are you ready for this? Because it's going to knock your feet off, is on average worth about $100 to me in the first 90 days. Now all of a sudden it doesn't sound like a bad idea to give you this book for free, does it? $100. Why? I'm not doing anything tricky. I'm not doing anything other than providing tremendous value and giving someone the option and the ability to upgrade to other things that I just know that they'll want once they engage with me, have a faith and trusting relationship with me. Isn't that cool? So funnels look like this all the time. You say, okay, product number 1, this is free, right? And then we move to our, what in the industry they'll call tripwire. If you don't know what that is, that's all the more reason. Book your call, go below, book your free call with us. Let's get on the phone. Let us help you guys. It's absolutely free. What do you have to lose? We want to get in, we want to roll up our sleeves and get in there with you and help you build your business. So make it happen. So your tripwire, then we do upsell, then we do downsell, then we do upsell 2, then we do downsell, and then that's cart over. We wait 1 week, and then we show you the next offer. Then we wait another 2 weeks. And this, ladies and gentlemen, that right there, that's a funnel. Okay? So my question to you is, once you've gone through the thought patterns, once you've figured out, like, yeah, most people who buy this would probably want this next, would probably want this next, would probably want that next, you got to build it out, right? You actually got to build it out. You got to come up with a product. You got to come up with the sales messaging. Now, look, I can tell you right now, because of the fact that everyone who buys this book is worth about $100 to me in 90 days, because of that fact, nobody can compete with me when I'm buying advertising. I crush them all. That's why, let me tell you right here. So look at this, okay? Number 1 was attraction. Number 2 is automation. Number 3 is acquisition. You see how this is before acquisition. This is before we do any traffic buying, before we get any traffic to our website. Why? Because I want to get the numbers down right. I want to make it, guys, I could spend $50 for every conversion of this book on advertising and still be in 100% profit margin. How do you compete with that? All because I took an extra couple of weeks to really think through the journey that my customers would want to take and to build a funnel that would fulfill that said journey. Funnels are really important, and nowadays, thanks to services like ClickFunnels and all these other great programs, we've got the ability to build these things out like this, right? You don't have to be a techie. You don't have to know code. You don't have to do all that. You can literally go boom, 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 and you'd be out, all right? So let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is tools, right? So what is out there? What do you really need? Well, okay, some simple stuff. So page builders. Are you going to do these yourself? Are you going to work with a designer? There's lots of amazing ways now to get pages built out there. Okay, communication. All right, what kind of tools are you going to use to talk to your customers? Are you going to use email? If so, what platform? Are you going to use chatbots? If so, what platform? Are you going to use text messaging? If so, what platform? There's lots of different ways. You got to be able to communicate with your customers, or if you're going to actually call them, right? If you're a coach consultant and you're picking up leads, then you're going to want to call them. So you're going to need an ability to do that. Transactional, right? So you need tools to help you actually transact business. All right, and then really fourth, last but not least, is optimization. So when you're running ads, how do you get better and more results? Look, guys, we go over all of this stuff together. All of these, if you're sitting there wondering, Anik, which tool should I use? Well, I can't just answer that because we have to get in a one-on-one conversation. Depends on what kind of business you're building, depends on what you're doing, what your funnels look like, what products look like, price points, everything makes a big difference. But we do all this with you. We literally will do it with you. You have to qualify for it. We can't take everybody and anybody. So right now, if you're interested, we're finishing up video number 2. I'm actually going to give you an assignment at the end of this video. I'm going to challenge you because I really want to work with you. I want to answer your questions, and I want a chance to work with you one-on-one. So first of all, of course, you got to download this one-page business. It's right below. But below that, right now I think you're ready. I need you to go ahead and book your call. I need you to click below. I need you to answer the questions that pop up. Do it really quickly. Okay? But do it honestly and do it accurately. But book that call. You could be on the phone with us today. We could talk today, maybe worst case tomorrow. We'll answer all your questions. We'll help you plan. We'll help you build. But the biggest thing is we got programs that you can fly in and be here with us. I'll even be there. We can work together. We also got programs we work on virtually. You can sit right where you are, right through the computer. We can help you build your business, optimize your business. We'll work with you. We'll answer all these questions. We'll go through all 5 spokes of the wheel. We'll master it all. Pretty incredible stuff, guys. You have a free opportunity right now to really move to the next step. So go ahead below, book that free call. On the call, we discuss more of the opportunities if you qualify. But this is an opportunity really to work with us to build your business where we work with you and we build with you. All right? So that's your assignment for today. I'm challenging you. Make it happen. Don't move past this page. Don't move past this lesson without booking that call first. It's absolutely free. What do you have to lose? But maybe we can have a massive break.